Hey, um, it's my birthday today, and I am in Vienna, Austria. I don't have much to say, to be honest. Kind of taking this moment and being by myself for a moment because I feel like I have constantly been surrounded by a lot of new energies and new people, which everyone's super cool, and I really love them. They surprised me yesterday, and I thought it was super sweet. I've never been surprised before, but I feel like now I'm having these moments of thinking like, wow, I'm really in a different country. I'm really studying abroad. I'm doing something that I definitely would have done. I would do now, like stepping into who I really am. This is something I would do. I feel like removal of fear is not removal of fear, because I don't think you can remove fear, but being comfortable and understanding that sometimes we have moments where we feel afraid to do things by ourselves and take chances by ourselves. And throughout this trip, I feel like we took a trip. I'm studying Germany, but throughout this trip, I feel like I've kind of stayed with everyone and not really had my alone time. But now that I'm having my alone time, I feel like I can step back into me again, and just take and have that patience with myself as well. And knowing that fear will pass, and that, yes, I'm in a foreign country. Yes, this is all new to me, but yes, I can do things on my own. Yes, I can be by myself. Oh my god, that bird is chasing her. Like a bird is chasing another bird. I think what I've learned in these 22 years of life is that you just gotta take risks. You just gotta take chances and listen to your soul calling. Listen to what your soul yearns for. Don't beat yourself up so much about the little things and about emotions that come up, emotions that you have, because emotions will pass. Well, I don't know, get the kid in there, but it all will pass with time. With time, one, and just time. Is introspection the right word? When you just check in with yourself and sit with yourself and sit in the emotions, despite it being uncomfortable, it will pass. It will pass. I think that's the biggest lesson that I've learned, is that it will pass. Your emotions, they start to pass, You don't feel heavy all the time. Don't attach yourself to emotions that are, are not permanent. I can't think of the word to say, like, not permanent. But don't attach yourself to emotions that aren't permanent. And know that you can enjoy life too, even when you're sober. I think that's a personal one of mine. I'm a tree smoker, and honestly, throughout my time traveling so far, there's some countries where you cannot, do that. Where I live, though, I can, okay? But, it's like I don't need the substance to make me feel good. I don't need the substance to make me feel like I'm having a good time. And if anything, I get some anxiety when I do it. And I feel like that's also when I don't have enough introspection and I don't use the substance to, I think, its highest potential. I feel like it can be used in a medicinal way. And I feel like for me personally, the best way for me to use it is when I'm by myself and I get time to talk and work myself through emotions and feelings. That's when I feel it is the most potent for me to do it. It makes the most sense. And yeah, I feel like that's one thing I feel like I'm learning is like, don't rely on a substance to make you feel like better. I poured some tequila in here. I think I'm gonna throw it away. I don't think I'm going to throw it away. I drank yesterday, but I think I want to have my birthday in peace, and I don't want to rely on a substance today. I want to be present, and I'm so glad that I have this moment alone again to kind of remember who I am. I feel like I start forgetting who I am when I'm constantly around people 24/7, constantly, nonstop. I don't have that time to ground into me, to feel me again. I love being an introvert. I feel like everybody needs time to be an introvert. You have to reground yourself in who you are. If you can't, that's just a problem with. I have no more storage, so I'm recording on my photo. You feel me. If you get it, you get it. But I don't even know what I was saying. I needed time to myself. I need time to be with me. I need time to remember who I am and ground myself in who I am, and release any pent-up energy. And I feel like that's where anxiety comes from. It's just from pent-up energy and emotions that you have not worked through. I'm about to get my period soon too, and I just need to slow down. My period to me is the best time to also smoke, especially when I'm alone. Like, I feel like I release all my emotions. I feel like every period cycle too, it's so good to just cry. Oh my God. I haven't had a cry session in a while because I constantly have been around people. And it's not even that I'm crying because I'm sad. I'm crying because I have emotion stuck, I have to release it. But anyways, experience new things. I did a yoga class when we got to Vienna. It was really nice. Definitely different, but I loved it. It was a 10 out of 10. And don't be afraid to change. Change is inevitable. Don't be afraid to be present. Ooh, I think that's a good one for me. Don't be afraid to be present, honey. Be present, be in the moment. And also, work on them spending habits. Regulation. I think we work on regulation and knowing when, okay, just take a moment, pause. That was actually one of my New Year's resolutions, to take a moment and pause before I spend. Take a moment and pause and think. I'm really good at it. I feel like it makes it harder when I am around people. Again, that's why I need time alone to really ground myself into who I am and understand and be like, hold on, you're not spinning out of the right thought of or frame of mind. You feel me? So yeah, I think this boy's being mean to this girl. He's yelling at her. I'm nosy. But experience life. Don't be afraid to do things on your own. That's the huge one. Don't be afraid to do things on your own. Don't be afraid to take risk on your own. Yeah. Like, I low-key want to do some solo trips. Like, I feel like I'm attaching myself to the group of people I came with. But I'm like, I don't need to do that. If I want to go somewhere on my own, I should go somewhere on my own. I should research and do it myself if I want to do it, My phone caught me off again, but I was saying don't be afraid to be present. I don't know if I got that one in there. I will look at this for a brief moment, but don't be afraid to be present. It's the main one for me. Yeah, don't be afraid to be present. Don't be afraid to be judged. Don't be afraid to be you. Love you. Peace. Thank you for watching Comfy Reflection Realizations. Bye.